Over 2,000 years ago, Siberia was tattooing elaborate images of hunting tigers and running elk, images preserved in time but slowly disappearing along with the ice that preserved them. Yet early archaeological drawings flattened these masterpieces into simple black lines, making these tattoos seem primitive. However, we often underestimate our ancestors. Today, near-infrared cameras reveal tiny details hidden from the naked eye. A study by Dr. Gino Caspari employed this technique on one of the Siberian ice mummies, a woman who died over 2,000 years ago. With the help of new technology, they discovered what no one else had seen before: the subtle signatures of different artists, multiple tools, and a sophisticated technique that would make even modern tattoo artists sweat. Tattoos present an interesting paradox. They last a lifetime, but they are rare non-permanent aspects of archaeology. So far, we know the oldest mummy with tattoos lived 5,300 years ago, Ötzi the Iceman. Ötzi had 61 tattoos across his body, assumed to be for therapeutic purposes, as they were found in areas where he exhibited considerable wear and tear. While Ötzi may have used tattoos to soothe his aches, many other tattoos served as expressions of personal belief, cultural traditions, or simple beautification. Today, there is extensive collaboration between archaeologists and professional tattoo artists and indigenous practitioners. It is this merging of expertise that provides new insights into ancient tattoos. The first frozen tombs were discovered in 1895. Since then, excavations in the 20s and 40s have found further frozen mummies, encased in permafrost, which preserves their contents for thousands of years. Among the frozen mummies were individuals with elaborate tattoos across their bodies, all rendered in the distinct Pazyryk cultural style. Yet, only 7 known tattooed individuals have been recovered from the early Iron Age of southern Siberia. This scant number is further threatened by the melting permafrost. The melting ice reveals new discoveries, but it also destroys them, as without it, natural decay sets in. To determine how these individuals were tattooed, the researchers created a 3D model of one of the Siberian mummies, using visible light and near-infrared imaging. This mummy belonged to an adult woman who lived around 2,000 years ago. She had 4 different tattoos depicting large felines, an elk, birds, and floral patterns. To determine the tattooing method used, they compiled a list of known pre-electric tattooing methods. These are categorized into 2 methods: the puncture method and the incision method. However, which method was used on our ice mummy? This is where experimental archaeology comes in. Instead of employing pig skin, which is most similar to human skin, researcher Daniel Riday tattooed his own leg. Using the known tools and various methods, he observed the healing process to better understand which technique was most likely used. It was found that the ice mummy likely had 2 different tattoo artists work on her, the first a master and the second an apprentice. The tattoo on her right forearm depicted 3 large felines attacking 2 undulates. The tattoo's uniform thickness suggests a tool with multiple points was used. However, the thin outlines and dot work were created using a single-tip tool. Some details were so crisp that one could even see individual toes in the feline's paws. The tattoo artist used the natural contours of the wrist to enhance the design. According to the study, the line work is clear and consistent. Achieving such crisp and uniform results, especially with hand-poked methods, would be a challenge even for contemporary tattooists using modern equipment. The left forearm is not nearly as skillfully done. It depicts an elk being attacked by what looks like a griffin. The tattoo was placed awkwardly, and many aspects were simplified. It is likely this tattoo was made by an apprentice. The hand tattoos are even simpler, mainly composed of a rooster, a cross, and a fish-like form. What I find most interesting is that these tattoos seem to have only served a purpose in life. In many modern examples, intact tattoos are believed to be critical for the spiritual transition into the afterlife. However, our ice mummy, once she died, was cut into, likely in preparation for burial. These post-death cuts run across the forearm and cut through the tattoos, breaking them apart. According to the study, the apparent disregard for preserving tattoo designs during burial preparation suggests that social or spiritual functions of the marks ended with the death of the individual. The research, especially in collaboration with modern tattoo artists, is invaluable in illuminating the techniques used by ancient tattooists and fostering a deeper appreciation for the skill and artistry of these societies. This was Archaeology Tea House. If this video was your cup of tea, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell to never miss a video.